Well, oh, it's 12:04. Okay, I guess we better get started. Well, hello everybody and welcome to the 17th graduating class. Oh my gosh, and I'm so
17.
excited to see all of you, to have all of you here. We've got some fantastic speakers today, and we are going to go ahead and kick it off with the COO, Michelle Wallach. She has come on here all the way from New York City, and she is going to just share a few things with us. And so, Michelle, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you.
Hi, everyone. How are you? I'm so lucky to be in New York City, not just with Cheryl, but with Luis Adrian as well. About to be our next five-star. I know it's just in the stars for you at any possible second. I do want to say congratulations to everybody out there that has, wow, 17 graduations we've been to. I can't believe it. You're in the thousands at this point as to how many people have taken this journey, have learned everything that they've learned, and now that they're ready to go out and help so many others out there, just spread Dr. Wallach's word, Dr. Wallach's mission. I'll be with Dr. Wallach on Monday, and I really just can't wait to share with him just how proud we all are and how proud he is of just everybody that's continuing to take his message forward, especially into the year 2026. We're getting close to our 30th anniversary. And with all of you out there, we just want you to be celebrating with us and just enjoying this path that you are on. For me, it's been a lifetime journey that just never ends, and there's always something new. And I hope all of you are excited for what the future holds. Steve definitely has some big announcements on December 31st, and just some great things on the horizon for all of you. So congratulations from my heart. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks, Michelle. And now we're going to turn it over to a moment because I know you guys are out and about. Turn it over to, and I know that a lot of you are on this call because of this fantastic woman and leader. And so I'm just going to let Louise Adrian say a few words.
Thank you. Um, well, the course for me was amazing. And I just want to say congratulations for investing your time and your money in taking it. And I know you've learned a lot, not just about supplementation, but about how to be a wellness coach. And Paul and Cheryl do a call every week that you're able to jump on and just keep your skills sharp and learn more things. But I do want to encourage you to cast your net wide. Don't think small about just your friends and family taking the health evaluation. We can do business all over the world in longevity. So think about people who you personally know, or maybe you've got friends on Facebook that would love to know what their health score is. And one thing that I talk a lot about is not splashing, but making curiosity posts. So curiosity posts such as, do you know what your health score is? Or would you like to know what your health score is? And that to me is more important than splashing a whole bunch of stuff. And now you've given it all away. There's no reason for them to reach out to you. So I really believe in curiosity posts and, getting as many people as you can. I did a training a while ago at the women's event with Cheryl, and it was about doing 5 health evaluations a week and financially where you would be by the end of the year. And it's a six-figure income. So it's really important that I know this is a busy time of the year, but proof and point, we're here in New York and we're still doing business. And so you can do business anywhere in the world. There's no excuse. And 5 health evaluations a week at the end of the year, your income is going to go through the roof. So I really encourage you to cast your net wide. Don't think small. Don't think just where you live. Don't just think friends and family. Think globally, because longevity is a global business. So that's a gift. Not every company has that. So I want to again say congratulations. You guys are amazing. And this is just the first step in your wellness journey to helping so many people. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Louise. That was wonderful. And thank you to Michelle Wallach. Now I'm just gonna take this moment um, to go ahead and introduce my business partner, as you guys all know, Paul Croto. And I'm just so grateful for him and his ability to kind of see, well, not kind of see, but really see the big picture. He's fantastic at systems and at really making everyone feel welcome and involved. And I think he's got a heart of gold. He is, here to help every single one of you be successful. And I just love the fact that he's willing to do that and that he is here today to congratulate you and also to maybe even talk to us a little bit about the importance of systems because we've kind of been doing that a lot
Yeah.
lately. But
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and turn the call over to him.
Well, thanks so much, Cheryl. And this has been an incredible ride with you for the past we've known each other about 10, almost 11 years now. And, but 9 years ago, we were like, hey, let's come up with this health evaluation system. Let's take Dr. Wallach's brain and turn it into a health evaluation. Because we would go to these events and we would listen to Doc and do his whole speech. And then at the end of the speech, he would take questions and answers, I'd take a little break, take some question and answers. And people would come up and they would say, I have, this, I have this, I have that. And he's asked, well, does your knee hurt? And I'm like, well, why in the world is he asking that question? That's ridiculous. That's nothing to do with, they had, let's just say they had eczema or something. But what he was brilliant in doing, what he is brilliant in doing is connecting dots. And that's what we came up with this health evaluation system where we could connect dots like Dr. Wallach did and see patterns. And once you can see patterns, we're like, oh, this is a hard tissue problem. Oh, this is a soft tissue problem. We're able to categorize things and able to make proper prescriptions for people on root cause problems, and that's what we are. We're concerned about the root cause. And that's what IWH is about. That's what Dr. Wallach is all about. And everything we teach here is about Dr. Wallach. And it's just, 717 is just an incredible, I can't believe we're at 17. It's crazy, crazy, crazy to be here. But in a moment like this graduation is extremely special to me because of our next guest. I wasn't even here. I've been here 16 years now. Actually, I was with Drink ACT. So I've been with the Wallachs, close to 20 years. But I was, and I was with Dr. Wallach, before Youngevity even started giving out the Dead Doctors Online message. But the real pioneer of this whole thing was, Cheryl came in as member number 1 and worked with Doc and, wore the Kevlar helmets and it was, it was war, it was back then because everybody was against this message. But another guy that is, just as involved in this crusade as anyone else. I'm super excited to interview him today because he's a warrior. He was here from day one. He took as many arrows as Dr. Wallach did, continues to take arrows to this day and doesn't care. He stands for his message. He does not care what other people think, speaks the truth. And when you hear him speak, you'll know why I like him so much. He's absolutely certain about what he's saying. He knows that every man, woman, and child needs these 90 essential nutrients. He's been spreading this message for 30 years. And one of the top 5 smartest people I know in this company as far as, health information goes. So he's an incredible resource. I talk to him all the time. And I think I learned more from this guy. I remember our first time we met in person. It was kind of a great story at a restaurant. But this guy's got more information, more knowledge than anyone I know. So Rich, I want to invite you on and just thank you so much for taking your time out today and sharing with us. You've been, like I said, a warrior from day one for this company. And I have nothing but ultimate respect for you and what you've done over the years, built an incredible business here, super successful, and just a wealth of knowledge.
I'm excited. I made it into the top 5 smartest people in the company. I just, after it's over, I got to find out who those other 4 are.
Yeah.
But that's exciting. I take the Smart FX. I double dose that every day, so that doesn't hurt.
Great start. So, Rich, just tell us about your experience, being here. You were on the road with Doc just like I was, and probably more. And just the experience of being here since day one and all you've gone through, what you've learned about the being a root cause, kind of having a root cause philosophy in life, as opposed to treating things like the system does with, drugs and surgery.
Well, my whole journey started with the cassette tape. I had 3 people in 1 week tell me about it. None of them ended up joining. They should have joined, and signed me up, but they didn't. They missed out on a little bit. But I like Cheryl Morley said something recently during the course of the training. One of the greatest things I got was a moment where she said something I've been trying to put in words for almost 30 years. She said, when she heard Doc's message, she said, it touched my heart. And I thought, that's it. That's what I've been trying to say for 30 years. It's just more than just information. Those that are here know there's something different about Dr. Wallach, a lot of things different about Dr. Wallach, but the message. So I've built my entire business for almost 30 years now around the message. From day one, I didn't know there's a company. I didn't know what the products. I just thought this guy knows what he's talking about. And I was so broke, I didn't have the $6. It took $6 to join. I was really disappointed when I found out, because I was like, oh man, give me a few days. And true story, it took me a few days to scrape up $6, but within a year, full-time income, within 2 years, six-figure income, and it's just been great ever since. I've never missed a month, and in all these years, I've got a paycheck every single month, and it comes from sharing that message. I tried a lot of other things, but I found something I believed in, and I believed everyone needed to hear it, and I still believe that, and that's my secret to success, so to speak. Find something you're passionate about. If you are, you want to tell everybody about it. And if you can make money doing it, then that's a winning combination. Something you love, and you can help people and make money. That's win, win, win.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Dead Doctors Don't Lie has been the key to everything. So just kind of tell us your background being with Doc and hearing that message, and then sharing that message with other people. I know it's something you do every single day to this day. And then, really get people on the right products that they need.
Yeah, so when I heard that cassette, I went to a lady in town who'd been in it. If there was anyone in town who had heard about it, I knew it was her. I said, hey, I had one cassette, and it wasn't even the right company. You know the story. A
Yeah.
lot of companies, you were in one, but 50 or more companies using that cassette. And so I went to her and I said, hey, have you ever heard this? She said, if I ever heard it. She pulls out a drawer and it's full. They're all different colors, different kinds of labels, different companies. And I go home and I start calling, all the numbers on the cassettes. I thought I'm going to find the right one. And when I found it, again, keep in mind I was broke. I went in the bathroom. I remember I could see it like it was yesterday, where I was standing, everything about it. I got those labels wet. I scraped them. I couldn't afford cassettes. So I took all hers. She didn't want them. And I'm scraping those labels off, and I, with a marker, just put my name and number. And that's how I started. And then I got to meet Dr. Wallach and started doing some seminars and traveled with him. And our family moved to Australia for a year. That was great. We built the business over there in Australia and New Zealand. So yeah, we traveled all over the country and a few other countries. Find that the need is the same everywhere you go. Personality and the culture may be a little different, but everybody needs the 90 essential nutrients. And this message was a big hit everywhere that we went.
Yeah, for sure. And then you just share the message, which is really the key. I know you have a site now where you kind of do something exactly like the health evaluation. You kind of get to know people and then come up with a plan, help people get on a nutrition plan themselves based on the 4 categories, to this day, where you're just looking for root causes and helping people get on the right stuff.
Yes, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we were using a health evaluation, I think, before you came up, with the one that you're using, and that seems to work. I mean, lets people know where they stand and what they need,
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. And so tell us just in closing here, just about your view of the future. Like, I know, I really feel like every time I listen to Dead Docs Don't Lie, it's actually means more now than even back then, because, you see it every day too, that people are in worse health now than ever before. I mean, I don't know, it's amazing how we got here, but every man, woman, and child needs these 90. And I just, whenever I have a question about a product or what I should be taking, I call you, because you do more research than anyone I know on what people need and which products are the best to take.
I do a lot of research. And so here's what I'm finding. Dr. Wallach was way ahead of his time. If you turn on YouTube now and you listen to the gurus, and I'm not saying that disrespectfully, but the people, who are on the cutting edge, and I just hear phrases that I know they had to get from him.
Yep.
He was saying what the prominent YouTubers are saying now. He was saying this 20, 30, 40 years ago. And that's encouraging to me. I listen to these people, and so here's this person, they have all these millions of followers, and they're quoting Dr. Wallach. They're saying the things that you and I have known and been saying for years. So where do I see the future? Well, the future is very bright. I've never seen, I mean, we've been successful since day one, but I've never seen the interest in health and wellness like I see today.
Yeah.
On one hand, it means there's more competition out there. So we've got to, we got great products. We just got to stay on top of our game, so to speak, be the best at what we do at sharing the message. That message will never change. It's never going to go away. There may be things that we learn, and add to that, but that foundational message, the 90 for life, it's here forever. And the interest has just never been greater. It's amazing to me. I mean, everywhere you turn, it's even moving into mainstream medicine. My wife's a family nurse practitioner, and there are people that come to see her, and they're into all this stuff that you and I, maybe not quite as deep as we are yet, but the interest is great. The future is bright. There's no reason for anyone not to make a fortune in a business like this if they believe in it and just keep doing it. I tried a lot of things that didn't work, Paul.
Yeah.
To get the message out, I was always looking for ways, and that's the secret. How do I get this message to more people?
Yep.
I'd say that is a master key to success.
That is the question. Yeah. Excellent. Well, thanks, Rich, for your time, and congratulations on all your success. I mean, you named multiple seven-figure incomes over the years. You've built, multi-million-dollar business. You've not just that, but you feel fulfilled, in helping other people. And I see that, Rich always leads with his heart. I mean, you said Cheryl said that the recording really touched your heart. You lead with your heart, and you just want to help people. And because you've wanted to help people so much, as a side effect, you've made an incredible income, incredible life for you and your family. So you're just an example we all should be following. And I want to congratulate you on all your success, and just thank you for being on here today.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. We're going to move on now to Cheryl Morley. She's going to read off the first half of the names of new graduates that are graduating today in our 17th graduating class.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Paul. And Rich, that was awesome. I've always loved to hear Rich speak. I think he's a great speaker, and I'm just so excited that he's joined us here and spoke today. That was awesome. Okay, so here we go. Congratulations to every single one of you. And I always start with, I'm sorry if I don't get your name quite right. It's not because I didn't spend the morning practicing.
Just trying.
Yes. All right, here we go. Jennifer Odelby, Lillian Bailon, Zorina Beish Cohn, Nancy Cook, Bonnie Cross, Samuel Britton Dunaway, Stephanie Earl, Leah Edwards, Joanne Figueredo, Kim Gautier, Michael Gauthier, Michelle Griot, Dodie Hart, Joy Heiler, Shauna Jesse, Joanne Marie Capelle, and Brenda Kennedy. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Awesome. Congratulations, everybody. We'll be reading the second half of the list in a moment here, but I want to bring on some more interviews. Some people that are graduating right now, along with Rich. We want to highlight a couple of graduates. And Joanna, she's on the call with us now. Yes.
Yes.
I can't find her.
I'm here.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
How's it feel to be a new graduate?
It feels very exciting. I'm excited. I love the program. It was really thorough and just fabulous.
Awesome. Well, tell me about what did you like best about it? What did you find that was like a aha moment that kind of sticks out to you?
Well, you brought it all together. I mean, I've been in this field for a long time, in different ways, and I've trained with doctors, 20 years ago, holistic doctors. But I didn't understand like the whole mineral thing that well. I've always been like food, food, food. People can be healthy with food alone. But I realized with my own health, even though I've been organic since 1991, I was having health issues and it just wasn't adding up. And for other people, I was trying to help them, but I didn't have all the answers. I didn't have all the pieces. And with your program and Dr. Wallach's knowledge and brilliance, I finally got it. I mean, I had used Dr. Wallach's products like 15 years ago, but kind of tapered off because I was like,
Okay.
I wasn't using them right. But with your program, I learned how to use them correctly, and it makes all the biggest difference.
Yeah,
So I feel
I
really
love that.
equipped. Yeah, I feel really equipped now to help people. It all makes sense. So I
Yeah,
love my work.
you have a better understanding of how the human body works and why you're doing it. A lot of the times people take things or do things and they don't really know why it is. So I hear that all the time from graduates. It's not just about learning this to go help other people. You can help yourself and just look at the impact that'll make alone for you and your family to know this information now and apply it. So it's interesting that you used it before, didn't quite understand everything that they did or how they worked, and now you do. That's a huge point. What
Yeah.
else kind of stood out to you from the course, or what did you enjoy about it?
Well, I loved your and Cheryl's presentations and all the interviews, and it was just really thorough. It was great.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So now, do you plan on taking this information out and building a business with this, or what are your future plans from this moment on?
Yes, yes, I have a few clients already. Yeah, I'm trying to get the sales part down and reframing it, helping.
Yep.
I usually have been helping people, but I don't charge them. It's a free help, and I don't know. If I can make this into a business, it would be really exciting. So,
Yeah, we'll help you. Absolutely.
all right,
All
thank
right.
you
Well,
so
thank you
much.
so much for sharing all that, and congratulations again on your graduation today.
Thank you.
Got anything big planned for tonight? You got like a big party going on, or what do you got going on?
Yeah, well, little
You got to
Christmas
get
shopping.
balloons and things. Yeah.
Christmas
Christmas shopping. Yeah,
shopping, getting
that's
ready for
important
the
too.
Bears game tomorrow, We
Big
have
cool.
some
That's
people.
very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Bears
So
fan.
thank
Go
you.
Bears. Yeah.
Yeah, go Bears.
All right. Awesome. 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 All right. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. We really appreciate it. And congratulations again. Now we're going to move on to Bradley. Bradley is also Brad. There we go. There's Brad.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, Brad. I see you on the Monday calls. Glad to finally get the chance to meet you and talk with you a bit.
Yes.
Congratulations, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Big deal. Big deal today. So what got you involved in the course? Or what made you decide to jump into holistic health?
Well, Art and Tina actually got me into longevity years ago. And I didn't understand it quite. And like Joanna said, doing this course, it gave me, as you would always say, the system to organize everything, to know how to take it, help others. And that's the biggest thing I'm into. When I was asked what it was that I got most out of the course, Becca was nice enough to send it to me. It was hope. That was one word that I came up with. That was the first
Awesome.
thing I thought of when I was asked is hope. Hope is the most beneficial gains of this course. Hope for the healthy body, clear-minded financial growth for others and myself. We all have the power to inspire hope for all family members, old and new friends in this journey ahead. There are a lot of people out there without hope, and if we can reach them and remind them, hope can still be part of their lives. Hope then turns into prosperity within the body, mind, which brings joy to your life. And that was basically that just first thing that I came up when I was thinking about that when asked the question. So,
yeah, that is beautiful, Brad. Thanks for sharing that. It's really touching, and I can't agree with you more. I mean, for me and Cheryl and Rich, we've been here the whole time, and we see thousands of people who came to us with very little hope, if any. They've gone to the doctors, they did this, they did that. They couldn't get rid of whatever their problem was, and they were never addressing that root cause of it. And once we identified that and gave them the right nutrition and got them off bad foods, got them on some good foods, just made some small changes, and now they're perfectly fine. Not only did they fix the problem that they had, they prevented other problems from happening in the future. So, yeah, I can honestly say I love this so much, because when I get on Zoom with somebody and it's just me and them, and they come up with their problem, I can look them in the eye and say, I can help you. I'm not lying. I'm not feeding them a bunch of BS. I really 100%, I'm absolutely certain I can help this person I'm looking at, whatever their problem is, and give them that hope, like you said, that they so desperately need in this time of suffering. And if we don't share this message with people, no one else will. I mean, it's going to come from you or nobody. So you have a real responsibility now that you know this information and know how to fix the root causes, to go out and help people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we've come up with a great system, 3 simple steps. It's just evaluate, educate, and then equip them. So we evaluate, get people take the health evaluation. We educate them with Dead Doctors Don't Lie. And then we equip them by giving them the health, personalized health plan and the products that they need to get healthy. And it's a super simple system that is extremely duplicatable and can give everyone hope. So thanks so much, Brad, for sharing that. And congratulations on your graduation again. And we look forward to seeing all the great things that are going to come from you. This isn't the end. This is the beginning today.
Absolutely.
So we're looking forward to seeing your business grow and you living that successful and fulfilled lifestyle.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's move on to Cheryl and the second half of our graduate list.
All righty, here we go. Congratulations, everybody. Okay, we have Rachel Kennedy, William L. Krill, Keith Loader, Julie Marco, Philippa Martirano, Sharon McCulley, Slava Mirapolsky, Janet Monty, Candice Marash, Dan A. Ria, Martha F. Remy, Tamra Reef, Rich Stocks, Deiki Suenyanshi, Susan Vandenbrink, Anissa Williams, Sherry Wilson, Eva Yagi, and Bradley Zimmerman. Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, everyone. And congratulations to Cheryl for making it through that list. That was not easy.
But I enjoyed it, and I'm glad I got to do it.
Damn good job there.
Yeah.
Super good. All right, let's move on to the next part of our show here, which is more interviews. We've got some great people graduating today. Zorina is with us today, and I'm dying to interview her because I know she's also a person that's on a lot of our Monday calls. Zorina is unmuted. Yes, there she is.
Can you hear me?
See you.
All right.
Hello, Zorina.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
We sure can.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
You must be excited out of your mind.
I am. I'm thrilled. It's a slow start, but I'm getting there.
Hey, it's all it takes is one step.
Yep.
Fantastic. So tell us about what got you into health and wellness. What made you want to take this IWH Certified Health Coaching course?
You know, when you have silver hair like this and you tell people you're a registered nurse, they expect you to be able to answer all their questions.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any silver going on, but
yeah, exactly. So I graduated from nursing in 1976, and I figured out that people were getting better despite my ignorance. And so what I started to do was I started putting myself in re-education camp. So I was trying to unlearn all the things I knew weren't working. And so over the years, people they just look at me and they expect me to know stuff. And I have had some great success in helping people with some pretty serious issues. But if you know anything about nursing, nurses have an impossible job. And if they don't have a system, they're just going to be people dropping like flies all over. It's just not going to be pretty. So I was looking for a system. I'm a little embarrassed that it's taken me this long to find you guys, because I search and search, and I found you through the Health Ranger. I was just listening to a podcast in the shower, and Mike Adams did this interview with Dr. Glidden, and I thought, Dr. Glidden, that sounds familiar. So anyway, here I am. People expect me to know answers, and I feel better equipped now to actually come up with good solutions. And the basis is we're poisoning ourselves and we're not giving us good nutrition. It's
well said. I love that. That's I'm going to write that down. Poisoning ourselves and not giving ourselves good nutrition. That's our new tagline right there.
There you
go. So true. So tell us about, well, what are some aha moments or things you're like, wow, that was really great out of the course that you got?
I really liked all the interviews. All the interviews were excellent. The teaching was it was progressive. It made sense. The system, and I was in another marketing program, and you could go to meetings for years and years and years, and you could get bits and pieces of what you were supposed to be doing, and spend a lot of time and money. So I felt like the big aha was, here it is all together. These are people that have already done it. They have the success, and they have the ability to educate and get those ideas across.
Yeah. So
for me, I was willing to pay whatever it cost, because I know the savings, and I'm not getting any younger.
None of us are.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm on a timeline here. I'd like to make it count.
Yeah. Well, I just love your intentions, you knew you're a nurse, and we love doctors, we love nurses, we love everyone. I've been enrolling a lot of doctors recently, actually. And I'm just, we kind of made a little shift here. Dead doctors don't lie. We understand where Dr. Wallach was coming from. And our message is, you're getting messages, you're getting, the majority of people in society are going to doctors, getting information from them, being put on prescription drugs. And the doctor never mentioned or tried to do any research or help them with finding out what the cause of the problem is. They want to give them, these things to cover the problem up, but they're not getting to the root cause and fixing that, which is what we're all about here. So it's not treating symptoms, it's finding root causes and providing solutions. That's the difference between the two systems. There's a sick care system. And the reason why we call it the sick care system is because they treat people who are sick. You come in, I don't feel good. I got this, I got that, I got that. And they treat you. We want to help fix the root cause. We believe that old saying that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So if we can get in there and do some prevention, what a concept. We want to help people get a jump start on this, get them on the 90s so that they lay a nice foundation down. And then we have so many, really what I love about longevity is not only do we have the best foundation, period, the end. That's not even my opinion. That's just facts. But we have the other layers, and I know Cheryl and Rich and so many others here use the I-26, the greatest gut product in the industry, hands down. All the Good Herbs products. I can sit here all day and list the different categories of products that we have here that no other company in the world has. It's just mind-blowing. We are absolutely the premier health and wellness company in the world. There's not even a close second. So I'm super proud to be part of Longevity, be part of Dr. Wallach's message, be surrounded by super smart people like all of you, Rich, Cheryl, and all the great people in this company, including Michelle and Steve, that are, really pioneering this thing and have just been rock solid, for 30 years now. So it's been absolutely fantastic. And to have people like you come on, where I know you got involved in nursing to help people. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I want to make one comment clear. My mother was not an educated woman, but as I was getting older, she was giving me the message that I needed to go away and get educated and be on my own. And I got the message, and she said, Zarina, you should be a nurse because people are always sick. And those are prophetic words.
Yeah.
Prophetic words.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing all that. It's really touching, and love hearing your story. We can't wait to watch your success over the next couple of years here.
Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate you and Cheryl very much.
Thank you. We appreciate you too.
Okay.
All right. Moving on to the next speaker. So, Cheryl takes a lot of nutrition. And of course, we believe that nutrition starts from the end, or looking good, looking young. People, still think Cheryl is 20 years old. She's
no, they don't call
you're a teen. You're a teen mom. Yeah, they ask like, why are you a teen mom?
Yeah, no.
She looks extremely young, and she takes great nutrition, but she has an unbelievable person that she keeps under wraps until today. That takes care of all her facial work and beautification, keeping all of her pores correct, and doing the dermaplane. Is that what you do to me too? Dermaplane, is that what it is? Now, I don't really trust a lot of people in this world, but whenever breaks out the scalpel and starts scraping skin off of my face, there's not many people I would trust with a scalpel in their hands against my face and neck. But I was one of those people that I do trust, and she does an incredible job at keeping Cheryl and me looking young and radiant all the time. So wouldn't get a facial from anyone else but Eva. But not only is Eva does facials and one of the best in the world at it, but she's also a certified holistic health coach now.
Thank you. Thank you.
And a great friend of ours. So Eva, congratulations on your great accomplishment here. I know you're excited out of your mind for completing this. You really jammed there to get it done. And I know you got Cheryl. I want you to jump in here because I'm sure there's things you guys talked about that we should be going over. But you said she's got a story or two, or she's got to tell the what story?
I know. I said, Eva, you should tell the butter story because that is pretty funny.
Oh, the butter story. So yes, at the beach, we all went to the beach a couple of years ago, and I'm all proud. I arrived with all my new groceries, and I'm in the kitchen, and I was so excited. I bought this big carton of butter, and I'm putting it away, and Cheryl grabbed it from my hands, and I'm like, oh, I thought for 1 second she needed it, and I'm like, oh, I have it, and she took it. Oh, Eva, we don't eat this, and it went right in the trash, right in one sweeping moment. Let me show you the butter you should eat. And okay, that was $7. Okay, show me. And then from this day, it was for the Irish butter, and I have bought it ever since. I'm obsessed with this butter, but apparently it's the best butter. I do everything Cheryl suggests. So, but it was a really funny moment that we talked about it a couple of years later. So bringing in groceries at the beach, it was just a funny moment. She goes, I didn't realize I did that, but she was taking care of she goes, we don't eat this margarine. So, and it was so unhealthy, I guess. So I've never eaten it again. I was just excited to buy a big tub of it. And, so I have switched to the Irish butter, which is healthier, and I love it. It's delicious. I'm a butter lover. So
yes.
Yeah. So are we, Eva. We're all butter lovers. But yeah. And you guys, it's so interesting because Eva started the health coaching program like a while ago and kind of got halfway through and then had some really serious health challenges. And Eva, if you want to share those, that's great. You certainly can. But she's always been so open-minded to, what can I do to get better? What are the steps that I can take to do it holistically and to really try and do these things. And she believes that when she did have these health challenges, and correct me if I'm wrong, Eva, but the way that she was eating and, she was eating really well. And then also with some of the nutrition that she was taking, then you believe that that's how you even survived, right?
Yeah. For starters, because of you, Cheryl, I wasn't immediately into the vitamins as I was when I met you. You taught me everything I needed to know about keto. And I was not eating well. And I mean, fast food, all the things. And I was also over 200 pounds when I met you. And so I was unhealthy. And
How much weight have you lost now?
I have, well, from the day I met her, I've lost a lot, but I'm like, I think I'm like 165 now or something.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a big weight loss for me, and I've kept it off a year now, and it's a really good place, and I know how to eat. Like, should I mention my health scare? Because without Cheryl during that time, everything that Cheryl taught me kicked in. And from what I eat, what I have chosen to eat. When I was in the hospital, they weighed me. I went back up in my weight, and I was almost 200 pounds and unhealthy. And my sister, Mary, was right next to me while I was in the hospital. And I looked right at her and I said, I'm changing my life. And she pierced me with a vision, but she's like, okay. And I said, no, I am changing my life. And I did it in that hospital. And a person came in to teach me about nutrition. And she goes, I want to teach you about keto. And I'm like, oh, I already know all about keto. And so anyway, I listened to her in case I could discover something new. And 90 days from that moment, I had dropped 30 pounds. I eliminated sugar, and I mean, gave it up. And no more fast food, no more sodas, no more of my, I'm embarrassed to say, I was in an unhealthy eating habit. And then Cheryl kicked in again because I got off of that for a while. And then I've been on, not that I'm in ketosis or eating, it's a little different, but my diet is very, very good and clean. And I owe Cheryl for all of that, and you, Paul, and all that. I hung around you so many times, so much that all of this just absorbed. I shocked my doctors. I had 4 physicians, my cardiologist, my regular doctor, 2 cardiologists. I had a heart attack and stroke. And so I lived, I survived, and I was angry that I had both of those things. I had my stroke first and I lost 30 pounds and then had my heart attack. And my doctor, I said to her, I'm upset that I had a heart attack after I've done so well. I've done all the things. And I was on 90 for life. And she said, Eva, you're looking at this all different. She said, it's probably what saved your life.
Yeah.
And there's no evidence of a heart attack. Usually you have thickness in your heart. I had none. I shocked my doctors so much that they called me a phenomenon. They did a 3-day case study on me, and I'm just doing better than I have ever done. And so during that time, ironically, I was buying a car, and I collaborated a little bit with Cheryl too, but I decided to name my license tag a Phenom. because I'm so proud that I made it, and I couldn't have done it without my sister next to me, and with you and with Cheryl and Paul in my brain. 4 years prior to that, you have just been in. I knew exactly what to do to get better, and I'm still here. I had my stroke exactly 1 year ago, 2 days ago, and so I'm doing really, really well, like better than before. So
Yeah.
here we are. And so I wanted to be a health coach prior to that, all of my medical issues. And so now I I can't believe I was able to finish this course in time for today, but it was that important. And
Well, and I love that you want to share it with other people, Eva. That's like my favorite thing about you is you went through all of this trauma, you came out the other side, and you're like, I just want to be, I really want to I want to finish the health coaching course. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And I love that just because, I mean, the reason why you do, and you've told me this before, you don't want anybody to go through what you went through.
no, they cannot. I can help them before they had the heart attack. Or, I mean, so many
Yeah.
of my friends are asking me what were my symptoms and what am I doing now that I look so different now. And they're like, you look great. And what are you doing? And so it's a great lead into a conversation. And I'm already talking and preaching, so I might as well be the thing. And I want to be part of this family that I love Cheryl and Paul so much. And so it, I guess this was the time because
Yeah.
I didn't finish before, but it's now time. And I look healthier and better. And so um, I've just come so far, and because of you two and my family and God. So I'm blessed every day that I'm here, and I thank God every day that I'm here, and better than ever here. It's not like I'm barely here. I'm like better. I'm getting more out of my 24-hour day than I have ever, and I am back on 90 for life. 90 for life. If I could just say that. And I add it in everything. It's so easy. And I just love Cheryl. She has taught me so much, and the collaboration of her and Paul, just hearing them talk all the time. It's just why I contribute them. I tell every doctor about them and about 90 for life, and how and they're like, well, it's probably what saved your life. And they don't even know about longevity except for what I've told them. So I'm really happy. I'm really happy to know you guys.
Well, we're really happy to know you. And I've taken some amazing walks with you on the beach and gotten to know you personally. And, it's not just about the physical health, as we talked about, but also the mental health, the mindset behind it all, the emotional side behind it all. So, we talk about the whole holistic wheel, and we've spent years now talking about physical health. But in 2026, we're going to move on. And we're going to move on to the rest of the wheel, where we're going to be talking more about the mindset behind it. The reason why you look at the pioneers, Cheryl and Rich, they know all there is about nutrition, granted, but their mindset is superior. The thoughts they think, the thoughts, the beliefs, and that leads to emotions. That's kind of a round and around cycle that goes on inside all of us. It's a pattern that is created. And until we get that pattern fixed, we really don't achieve holistic health. So we want to, really cover all areas of the wheel here coming up here in 2026. It's a program that Cheryl and I have put together, and we're super excited about it. But Eva, can't be more proud of you for finishing this. I know you jammed at the end there to get it done. And I know that you're going to go on and help thousands of people become healthier and wealthier because of this program. And we just love you to death. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, Paul.
Congratulations,
right. Well,
Eva. Okay. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Paul.
Well, okay, thanks. So a lot of none of you really know what goes on behind closed doors here at the IWH. Keeping track of Cheryl and me is a job and a half. Let me tell you, I don't know many people on the planet that can handle the two of us, but there is one. Her name is Becca. She is the glue that holds the whole thing together. So to not have her speak would be a crime, because she really is IWH and keeps the whole thing running. There would be no IWH without Becca. She's also become a warrior for nutrition. Spent tons of time with Dr. Wallach, is extremely educated. So, Rich, if you want to know who those top 5 people are in education, put Becca in that list of 5 there. She's a wealth of knowledge. I call her and ask her questions all the time. So, yeah, she's unbelievable, and can't be more appreciative or more grateful than to have Becca on the team with us. She's the most amazing woman I've ever met. She's runs an incredible longevity business on that. Super educated, just super positive, great mindset, everything. So just a great, great leader and a role model for all of us to follow. So, Becca, I want to give you a couple minutes just to kind of give your overview of the IWH and your experience with them.
Well, after blushing, thank you. Super thankful to Dr. Wallach. I was stuck in a system that had pushed me off to pain management. And when I found Dr. Wallach and I got digging into things, and I'm like, I was already an herbalist, I was already looking at nutrition, and I had been trying so many different things and nothing was working until I found Dr. Wallach's program. And instead of getting sicker and sicker, I started to thrive. And I'm like, went to order not knowing that there was a business with it. And when I was told, I'm like, sign me up. I loved people. I loved working with people. I loved sharing knowledge. I mean, that was something that I had been doing with communications in college and even before college, very active in the community. And I just wanted to continue to help and serve people. Well, I knew that God had something more for me than being bedridden, than suffering from migraines, than degenerative bone and disc disease, and just hurting all the time. And when I found Dr. Wallach, I was like, okay, what can I do to get this message out there even bigger and stronger? I started a podcast where we hosted Dr. Wallach for 2 days or 2 hours every Friday. Then that moved into 5 days a week, and then 3 days a week. And in that 3 days a week, actually I started in the 5 days a week. I was asked to be his assistant. So I was honored to be able to serve 2 years next and alongside Dr. Wallach and be part of the Institute, where I was able to use my computer skills, my programming skills, my knowledge of nutrition, the love that I had for the longevity products, which I don't call them products, I call them solutions, because that's the only thing that I found that I was able to use to help myself. And in doing that, I wanted to help others, which I've now created a nonprofit helping others. And it's just my mission. And I absolutely love the people that I have met, the family that I have chosen to be part of. And all of you, congratulations. This is super, super exciting. And this is, like Paul said, just the beginning.
Yeah.
Just the beginning.
Just the beginning. Absolutely. Number 17. And Becca's been here for all of them. Was in the first graduating class, helped get the whole thing started. So we're so appreciative of you, Becca, for all that you do. Holy cow. I mean, I don't know where to start. But yeah, just thank you for all that you do. And great heart. I mean, loves helping people no matter where they are, and just unbelievable human. So thank you, Becca, for all that you do. You make IWH what it is today.
Well, thank you so much, Paul, for allowing me to be part of it.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. All right. Moving on to, we're going to close this up here today. And wow. It's graduation 17. 8 years ago, Cheryl and I, we just had this idea to do this. And we moved it from just an idea to now this powerful movement that we've created here. And that every graduate, started broken, stuck, confused, or searching, just kind of confused. We meet so many people that just feel like they're lost in life. You didn't come here for information. You came here for transformation. You showed up when it was uncomfortable. You stayed when quitting would have been way easier. You didn't just finish a course. You didn't just get certified. You rebuilt how you think about health, responsibility, and leadership. You learn that root causes, the thinking of root causes overrides that thinking of a symptom-based world, where doctors are just looking at the symptoms, but we're looking for those root causes. So it's from today forward, we're no longer just someone working on your own health. You're someone who knows things that others don't know. And when you know better, you're called to do better. Right now in the world, and I think Rich said the best, people are confused. They're exhausted. People are sick and don't know why. Like, I don't understand why I feel so bad. You now carry the answers, not opinions, not trends, but principles. So some of you are going to go on and coach other people. Some of you will lead quietly in your family. Some will build teams. Some will simply be the calm, grounded voice in a world of chaos. But I want you to know that all of that matters. You don't just unsee the things you've learned in this course. You don't go back to ignoring root causes. You don't shrink after this. You grow. This isn't the end. This is the beginning. You didn't just graduate from IWH. You stepped into a higher standard. Now go live it.
Oh my gosh, that was so great, Paul. And, we are just so, so grateful for each and every one of you, right? For being here, for your commitment, and for making that difference. And thank you so much, all of you, for trusting us to lead you on this fantastic journey. And, even more than that, thank you for trusting yourself and for believing in yourself. It takes so much courage to step outside of that comfort zone and to change your own life and to change the lives of others around you, right? I think early on, a lot of us have, some of that doubt starts to creep in and we're like, oh, I'm not sure, but then as we continue on, with doing the coaching course and being in the community and listening to each other and being there for each other, that confidence, that inner confidence really does start to build, right? And then I just see it all the time, weekly. I see, the light come back in people's eyes and there's a little pep in their step, when you finally realize that you can do this, right? And I think that that means so much more than just a mere certification, right? That inner confidence and that willingness to help others. And I think, once you get done with the coaching course, I think it's normal to feel a bit unsure. And it's like, oh my gosh, am I ready? Do I know enough? Am I ready to step out there? But I think that the truth is that no one is ever really ready, right? You don't ever feel ready, but we just decide to show up and do it anyway, right? We just have that need to help others. And I really believe this. You do not have to know everything. I can promise you that I am not in the top 5 of Paul's people before Rich
I
stops.
didn't list
Okay.
them for a reason.
That's not me. I'm not in there, right? And that's okay because I don't have to know everything, right? But I do have to care and I do have to listen. And I do have to stay curious, right? Those are the things that are important. Not that you know everything. You don't. I don't know everything. I promise you. But healing really does start with being seen and being understood. And that's who we can be for other people, right? One conversation can change a life. One recommendation can change an entire family. Sorry, I get so emotional about this. One coach can change a community, right? And you're already making a difference, every single one of you, even if you don't see that yet. But just know you're not alone, that this community loves you. We support you. We back you. And above all, we believe in you. And we will continue to believe in you, even if you feel like you can't believe in yourself. Right? So reach out, stay connected. And I really believe that it's time to really lean in. And again, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to walk with people one step at a time. We are so exceptionally proud of each of you. You belong here. You really are needed, and we cannot wait to see who you become next. Congratulations, each and every one of you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Congratulations, everybody. That ends our graduation, number 17. So can't wait to hear everybody on Monday, and we'll have a big celebration about this thing. So please join us on Monday on our final call for 2025. We'll plan out 2026 a little bit on that call as well. So that'll be a great call. And we just appreciate everybody for coming, even the alumni, for showing up and showing so much support for the new graduates. I think that's awesome of you to show up, and we love you. And you will, once you're an alumni, you're always an alumni. So you're in the club. And we really, really appreciate each and every single one of you for coming and just being part of this movement that Dr. Wallach started. I mean, we just, all Cheryl and I are doing is carrying the torch. You know, Rich is here to carry the torch. Becca's here to carry the torch. And now we just have 36 new people carrying the torch that Dr. Wallach lit. And we got to continue that message and share it with the world. Because like I said before, if they don't hear it from you, they're not going to hear it. So it's super, super important to share it. Go out and share this, what you know now. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thanks for coming. Congratulations.
Bye. Congratulations.